quitting drinking and then starting the morning practice is probably out of everything I look at that's gotten me to where I am today, it'd be those things played a huge, huge part.
Mm,
Huge part in it.
mm. Yeah, it's interesting because something like that, a daily practice or working out or drinking your shake or those daily habits can be seemingly like, oh, such a small thing. It's like because you do it one day, nothing happens.
Yeah.
You do it a week, nothing happens. I mean, maybe you experience a little bit of improved attitude or something like that. Maybe, but really you don't see that compound effect, how big it's going to be until like now. I mean, what year did you start it? 2009?
2015.
2015, 21 or sorry, 10, 11 years later.
She's 11 years, yeah.
You see that when you do something like that over and over and over and over, it compounds and you get crazy results,
It
but it
is.
takes
I
time.
mean, I'm such a believer in that. And, for a long time, I would set goals and write them down. But when you add the visualization in there and handwriting that every single day and seeing it, I mean, it's like a joke towards Mamie now. She's like, because I'm like, yeah, I've been writing that in my journal. So she's like, hey, will you start writing this in your
Yeah.
journal? Because yeah, it was like, even for us, like last year, being recognized number one distributors, which was, such a huge surprise, but it was a goal. And I came back after we got that recognition and I told Mamie, I was like, let me show you this. So I pulled out my journal. And so starting the beginning of of that year, I wrote that every day and I would write, in very specific, I write like at March at the honors in Los Angeles, California, Mamie and I, we will be recognized number one distributors in the world. So when I write that in my journal, I write it very, very specific. So probably about the first 7 months of the year, I'd wrote that every single day, and then I kind of quit believing it. I got into like, okay, maybe this isn't possible, and so there was about a 2 or 3 month period where I quit writing it because I started to doubt it, and then I started back up, around September, October, and then it happened. But I'm a firm believer in the power of that. And when you combine that, setting the goals, writing it, and the visualization, but then, just thinking about it, just writing and visualizing, I mean, you got to do the work. So I think
Oh, wait, you gotta
the
do the work too?
you got to do the work. So I think then what it gets down to is like what I end that morning practice with, writing down those 3 wins, and then I pull out my phone and the app that I use for my to-do list. And it's like, okay, what are these 3 things that I'm going to make sure that I get done today that move the dial closer to that? So I'm a firm believer in the big goals and the visualization, but the power of the little micro goals is the key too.
Well, yeah, like, what are you gonna do today? What's gonna move the needle on what's gonna move you closer to the goal today? And so many people that get in network marketing, in my experience over the last 30 years, you know, if you look at everything like with the big goal out there, so you've got the big goal of get to this level or whatever, it was like I mean, for me, it was like any decision that I make better take me to that goal. So when it came to a training or to taking my products or to doing the work, sometimes I wouldn't do the work, of course, or I'd be a lot further than I am today. But especially with the big things like attending events, I would look at every event as like, okay, if I choose not to go to that event, I'm literally consciously choosing to step away from that goal to go a different direction. I was like, bro, I'm not willing to do that.